Hello, ladies. First of all, I want to apologize for it taking me so long to get this to you guys. But every time I would get close to posting the video, I would think of something else that I needed to add to this to make this a lot easier for you guys to be able to follow along. Follow along. I know I do not always respond to you guys in a decent amount of time. I'm sorry. So I really wanted to make sure I set this up in a way where you really wouldn't need me, and if you do, I wouldn't have so many people like reaching out to me and asking me stuff that it takes me too long to get to you. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, y'all, let's get started on the reminder app. So the app is, I'm gonna load this up down here. It already is preloaded on your iPad, so you shouldn't have to buy it or download another list. Just a quick overview. Over here is your pin list section. Over here is going to be all of your lists that you have. And whatever list you have open, that is what is going to pop up over here. Now, to make our first list, we are going to hit this icon right here where it's the plus and it looks like you're pre-making a list. You're going to hit that. And this is going to pop up. We're going to name our list. I'm just going to call it family list, something cute, and we're going to hit the check mark, right? So starting off, we're going to go to the three dots in this corner and we're going to hit view as column. That's because I prefer to look at it as a column. Now that we have this open, I'm just going to close this by hitting this little icon right here, and boom, now we only see our list. So the first thing we're going to do is add in the days of our week. So we're going to put our finger in the empty space and this is going to pop up. Now, in order to go ahead and give your list a heading, you have to put something in the first space. I don't know why you have to do that. That's just the way it is. So we're going to put a random letter right there, and then we're going to start our week. So I'm going to start mine on Sunday. You can start yours on Monday if you would like. Now, to make the next column, you're just going to touch into the blank space next to it, add a random letter, and add the next day. So Monday. Oop. And you're going to repeat this step until you've added all of your days of the week. After you get to this point, it's going to be hard to add more days on here. So what you are going to do is you are going to hit the little plus sign right here to add the next section, and it'll just move everything over. So now we have our entire week. Remember, you can start either on a Sunday or a Monday. It is up to you. Now, once you have this, you're going to go back and you're going to delete all of those random letters that you put in there just so that you were able to build this out. And then we're going to build a template. Now, the template is just going to be this already pre-made. So that way you don't have to go through that entire process again that we just went through where you added all the days of the week. To do that, you're going to remove the keyboard, hit the three dots. You're going to go to save as a template, and you're going to call this, you can just say days of the week. Acronyms, y'all know I was in the Navy. Boom. And now you don't have to do that part anymore. You already have it built out. Now, let's say you're looking at this, you're like, I really don't want to start my week on a Sunday. I think I want to start on Monday. I changed my mind. All you have to do is hold it down and drag it to the end, and boom, now your Sunday is over there and you're starting with Monday. Now let's build out our list. The first thing that we have is our morning routine. We're going to click the gray area and we're going to put morning routine. Morning routine. You're going to click this I. I want to make sure you can see. Let me move this over here. You're going to click this I with the circle. And now you have the big overview of everything pertaining to your morning routine. You're going to scroll up and you're going to put subtasks. Now, remember earlier when we were writing all of the things that fall under morning routine, that is what the subtask section is for. So now we're going to write everything that consists of, or that is a part of our morning routine. And to add the next one, you can go ahead and hit add reminder, or you can just press enter or return. and it'll just go to the next thing. Start laundry. And then I think we put meat, take meat out. Boom. We're going to hit the arrow to go back. And now when we close, you're going to hit the check mark. And now you're going to see all of your subtasks. If you don't want to see everything that falls under that specific item that you're doing, you can just hit that and it'll remove it. Now we're going to go back to the morning routine, and we're going to basically make it so that an alarm goes off every day whenever it's time for us to start our morning routine. So we're going to hit urgent. This automatically makes it an alarm. For repeat, we're going to put daily, so that it goes off every day. And then for the time, we're going to put the time that we want this to go off every day. I'm going to put 6:30 a.m. So every day, that's just for today. Every day at 6:30 a.m., you're going to have an alarm that goes off, and all of this is going to pop up on the lock screen of your phone to let you know that you need to start your morning routine. Now, since we've already included everything we need to do in here, we're going to hold this down. We're going to hit copy. And now we've copied it. We're going to hit this blank space right here. We're going to hit paste. Hit morning routine, hit the eye with the circle, scroll up. You're going to turn this off so that an alarm does not go off, and hit the check mark. If you do not do that, you are going to have 7 different alarms going off at the same time, back to back to back to back. So you only need one that is marked urgent. The rest of them can just be regular reminders. And now that we have that, we're going to copy it. Boom. And then in all of the blank spaces, we are going to paste this item so that every day has that on there. Boom. Morning routine done. Next, we are going to add our laundry because that is the next thing on our list. We're going to hit the blank space. We're going to write laundry. And then we're going to copy it because we know it's going to repeat for all of the days. And we're just going to go ahead and place it in the blank space. Remember to put your finger in the blank space to paste it. Sometimes I forget to do that as well. When you're building out your list, you want to do it in the order that you plan on knocking stuff out. Otherwise, you might run the risk of forgetting something because you don't scroll down all the way. You don't want that. Now, one thing that I do to make this go a lot faster for myself is I will click the eye with the circle. I will scroll up to subtask, and I will use talk to text or speech to text so that I don't have to go over here and point with my fingers. So I'm just going to say, I think for this week, we're going to do sheets first. So sheets, mom. Boom. And then, if you care about grammar and shit, you can, and stuff. Sorry for cursing. You can go ahead and hit that. Now that is going to fall under laundry. And you're just going to go ahead and do that for every person. This helps make it go a lot faster. Sheets, UJ. Again, I with the circle. Subtask, add reminder. Sheets, boys. Okay, next is my spot clean list. Same thing. Hold it down, spot clean. I with the circle, subtask, cabinet, cabinets with S. That just means I'm going to organize my cabinets on Monday. Again, take it, copy, paste, paste, paste. And then we're going to go in and we're going to edit to give each thing its specific thing that we're going to be doing under the subtask. And this is not sped up. This is literally how fast this is going. Sweep and mop. Mom's room. And then you can go ahead and add the rest. The next thing that we have is meals. So for meals, I just write dinner. Same thing that I've been doing. Oh, dinner. Not Lord. Dinner. There we go. And then I just copy it. And then I go ahead and I paste it in all of the blank spaces so that I can go back in later on and add my meals. And then I just want to do one deep cleaning section. For deep cleaning, it's the same thing. So I will put deep clean. I will hit the I with the circle. I will go to subtask, and then I will list everything that falls under my deep cleaning. So I have my oven, deep cleaning the fridge. Personally, I like to do this on a Friday so that I can kind of plan what meals we're going to eat on the weekend so that I can empty out the fridge so that by Sunday when I go grocery shopping, there's not a lot for me to actually clean. So we're going to hit that, check, and boom, that is your deep clean list. And then the same thing that you did for your morning routine is the same thing you're going to do for your night routine. Now, if you have specific tasks that are unique to your family, think about like a broad name for them so that you can put it on here and then put in the specific details in the subtask. So once we have our list built out, we're going to hit the icon up here. Boom. It is going to have all of our lists right here. Now, I am going to, just for example's sake, I'm going to make a new list because I kind of want to show y'all how to group stuff together. So like, for example, in my iPad, I have a list for my home, which is kind of like our family list that we just built together. I have my school list, and then I have like a content list. So instead of writing on here homework and then writing everything that falls under homework, I know I have to do homework today. So I would just write homework or whatever that task is for you, right? And boom, I just leave it like that to make sure I go check my homework list. And then over here is where I would actually build out the homework list so I have it. Now, all of this falls under like my family list or things that I have to make sure I do every day for the most part. So you can make groups on here as well. So one way that you can do it is you can actually hold a list down like this and then just place it on top of another list, and this is gonna pop up. Oh, you can't see it. It says new group. You're going to list whatever your group is. So for my group, I always say like getting my life together or something like that. Getting life together. Boom. Now, instead of having like every list down here or whatever, you would just hit getting your life together. And every list that falls under getting your life together is going to pop up. Now you see how it shows each list. So everything that falls under the family list is right here. And everything that falls under that random list that I made is right here. It just shows you everything that falls under that list that you want to handle and going from there. Now, if you want to go click the individual list that falls under here, all you have to do is go over here and boom, you have your entire list made up. Now I want to show you guys what a smart list is. If you go to the new list section and you go to smart list, well, groceries, it's already automatically a smart list, so you don't even have to worry about doing it. Hit the check mark. Hold on, let me move this up. We're going to say food. So before you go grocery shopping throughout the week, you can just put little notes in your phone to remind you of stuff that has run out so that you already have it in your phone. So when you make your grocery list, you don't have to worry about it. So you're just going to click and you're going to put the food item on here. Now it is automatically going to group everything together so that when you go grocery shopping, you don't have to worry about going down the wrong aisle, depending on, what store you're going to. It literally is going to organize everything for you. And as you look, everything is nice and organized. As you go through the grocery shopping, you can just hit the dots to make sure that it goes away and it shows that you have completed those items. Let me go back to the family list and show y'all something real quick. So let's say it's throughout your week, right? And you're going through and you're finishing things. We're going to use Tuesday as an example. You can click it and it's all going to go away to show that it's completed. Now it's Sunday and you're sitting down, you're starting to work on your schedule for the week. Instead of going in and redoing everything we just did, you're just going to click it. You're going to click it. You're going to hit the I with the circle. You're going to go to subtask. You see how everything is kind of faded? All you have to do is touch it and it will come back being bold. That means that that item has come back, but it does not remove the circle because it wants you to know that this is something you've already said that you completed. Just so you don't mess it up, you're going to go back, hit the check mark, and boom, it's going to pop right back up. So you don't have to worry about constantly re-entering things that you've already taken care of on here. And the last thing that I always tell people that I want them to do is make sure that you have an area on here for your brain dump for things that may not be happening right now, but just an area that you can go to on here to remind you of stuff. So all you're going to do is you are going to click a new list. We're going to call this brain dump. Brain dump. I'm going to make it green. You're going to hit the check mark. To pin the list, you're going to hold it down until the menu pops up. You're going to hit pin and it's going to pop up right here. Now, as things pop up that you know that you have to take care of that aren't going to be in that week that you're presently in or that's coming up, you can just write it right here. For me, my thing that I have to put on here the most is VA appointments. And for my VA appointments, I make sure I put the date, the time, so that an alarm goes off on my phone. So even if I forget to put it on my actual list, alarm is still going to go off and letting me know like, hey, you have an appointment at this time. Now think about how long it takes you to get to their appointment. Add 15 minutes to that so that if you do forget, you can still make it on time when that alarm goes off, if you don't remember to add it onto your list on here. But when you go ahead and you add it on here, do not mark it as urgent because you already have it on here unless you're deleting items on here as you're adding it to your list. If you're not deleting it, if you're not removing it from off of here, make sure you mark it as urgent so you go ahead and you get that alarm when it's time. But yeah, that is how you build out your reminder app. I'm going to go to my reminder app. Boom. See, I have my brain dump with all of my items. This is my pad, home pad, just like you guys. And if you look over here, I have my items in groups. So under my home pad, I have VA appointments, I have school things, I have home, and then I have a grocery one that I really don't use that often, but sometimes I do. And then I have my brain dump. And if you look at my home things, you see here, it says homework. I have homework right here. So I just go to my school things and then I actually have all of my homework for the week listed on here, what all I'm going to do. And it's all grouped together under my home pad. So if you have any questions, please do not be afraid to leave them down below. I am so excited to see you guys implementing this, and I hope that it helps you as much as it's helped me get my life together.